After World War I, Germany faced strict limits on weapons development. The Treaty of Versailles banned them from building new artillery and machine guns. Officially, no work was allowed. But secretly, German engineers were already preparing for the next war. They wanted something entirely new, a machine gun that could do the job of many weapons at once. Unlike older heavy water-cooled models that were slow to move and difficult to set up, this new gun needed to be light enough for infantry, strong enough for vehicles and tanks, and even adaptable for anti-aircraft use. At the time, other armies used several different machine guns for different roles. The Americans had the M2 for heavy firepower, the M1919 for support, and the Browning automatic rifle for mobility. Germany wanted one weapon that could do it all. The birth of the MG34A small group of specialists secretly developed the design. By 1934, it was complete, and 2 years later, the weapon entered mass production. By the start of World War II, Germany already had around 50,000 MG34s ready, giving them a huge advantage. The MG34 fit perfectly into Germany's new style of warfare: fast, mobile, and devastating. This was the beginning of Blitzkrieg. The EU gun first saw combat in the Spanish Civil War, where it quickly proved superior to older water-cooled models. Light, fast, and flexible, it wasn't just another machine gun, it was a revolution. How it shaped the German army, the MG34 became the backbone of the German infantry. By 1941, it was the standard machine gun across the army, with nearly 600,000 produced during the war. German squads were built around the MG34, a 10-man squad centered on the gunner and his assistant, who reloaded, swapped barrels, and carried equipment. The rest of the team's main job was to supply ammunition and protect the machine gun. German tactics emphasized short, controlled bursts, 7 to 10 rounds at a time. In emergencies, longer bursts were used, but that risked overheating. Crews were trained to change barrels every 250 rounds, and a skilled team could do it in seconds. Even the ammunition system was clever. The MG34 used 50-round belts stored in drums that clipped directly to the gun, keeping rounds clean and ready. Ammunition boxes were designed with foldable leather handles, so one soldier could carry 4 boxes at once, 200 rounds in a single trip. Every small detail made the weapon more efficient in battle. The Lafette tripod, a force multiplier. The MG34 became even deadlier when mounted on its advanced tripod, the Lafette 34. Unlike Allied tripods, which were simple and fixed, the Lafette had a built-in recoil buffer, an optical sight, and even a remote trigger system. Gunners could fire from cover using a string pull, or lock the gun to sweep a preset field of fire automatically, perfect for ambushes and choke points. With this setup, the MG34 could hit targets out to 2,000 meters or track aircraft with its spiderweb sight. It was more than just a machine gun, it was a complete weapons platform. Why the MG34 stayed in tanks? One unique feature made the MG34 especially valuable inside tanks and vehicles: its barrel change system. Unlike the MG42, which required space to swap barrels from the side, the MG34's barrel could be removed straight from the back, ideal for the cramped space of a turret. It also had a 2-stage trigger, a light pull for single shots and a full pull for automatic fire. This gave tank crews more control. Why the MG42 replaced IDF? The MG34 was so advanced? Why did Germany eventually replace it with the MG42? The answer was production and reliability. The MG34 required precise machining and high-quality materials. It took about 150 man-hours to build a single gun. The MG42, with stamped steel parts, could be built in half the time and with less skilled labor. The MG34 also struggled in harsh environments. Dust, mud, and snow caused malfunctions, especially on the Eastern Front and in North Africa. The MG42, with looser tolerances and rugged design, handled these conditions better. Still, the MG34 never disappeared. It continued to be built until the end of the war, especially for tanks and vehicles, and its influence shaped the future of machine guns worldwide. Legacy of the MG34. The MG34 was the world's first true general-purpose machine gun. It was light enough for infantry, powerful enough for defense, adaptable for vehicles, and effective against aircraft. This concept became the blueprint for modern machine guns used to this day. While the MG42 may have become more famous for its terrifying rate of fire, it was the MG34 that started the revolution. Nearly a century later, its design and philosophy are still felt on the battlefield. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into military history,